I just pray. I don't never want to let nobody ever feel this type of pain.
Family and friends united by pain, gathering to grieve the loss of 20-year-old Kania Brunson.
It's terrible that we have to do this. I would have never thought that I would be burying my daughter before she buries me.
Brunson's parents say she could light up a room with her smile. She loved helping others. Her father tells me she just signed up for CNA classes.
She wanted everybody to stay close and wanted a lot of things out of life. She was going for it.
Dreams cut short. Police say Brunson, the victim of a homicide.
Milwaukee woman came to a violent end. CBS 58's Michelle Fiore sat down with the victim's parents today, and she joins us now live in the studio.
2 men face charges, but the criminal complaint points to lies others told. And for that, Kania Brunson's mom is pressing ahead.
She was everything to me. She was everything, and this is the most hurtful feeling.
Kania Brunson left home on the morning of September 24, 2022, after texting her mom. She had no idea this would be the last message her mother would ever receive from her. The 20-year-old was headed to meet Sultan Shareef, a married man who had been secretly involved with her for a while. But Sultan had already made up his mind about what needed to happen that day, because he was prepared to do anything to keep his wife from finding out about their secret affair. Before we get too deep, hit the like button, share your take in the comment, and tap subscribe with the bell so you never miss the next episode of Deranged Mind. 20-year-old Kania was born and raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Her mother, Jennifer Meadows, and father, Shantae Brunson, raised her in a close-knit family environment. She also had a stepfather, Cameron Meadows, who became an important figure in her life. Originally, she reportedly wanted to become an orthodontist. But during a friend's wedding preparation, Kania discovered she had a natural talent for beauty enhancement.
I put on eyelashes and do my eyebrows.
This revelation led her to pivot toward cosmetology. The bond between Kania and her parents defined her life. They talked multiple times a day, sharing everything from major achievements to minor frustrations.
And wanted a lot of things out of life. She was going for it.
But the thing is, Kania was also dealing with something her family didn't initially know about. She was in a relationship with 53-year-old Sultan Shareef. The exact circumstances of how they met remain unclear, but his criminal records dated back to 1989, with 13 prior convictions by the time he met Kania. Now, Sultan was married, so their relationship forced Kania into a position where secrecy became normal and isolation became routine. The affair became a web of secrets and lies. Sultan scheduled their meetings around his family's routine, creating a shadow life where Kania existed only in carefully carved-out moments. He demanded discretion, insisting their relationship stay hidden.
He goes on to say, I want to be done messing with your daughter, but she's reaching out to my wife.
Yet he also made Kania feel chosen and special. But as their relationship deepened, Sultan's true character began to surface. Friends reportedly noticed changes in Kania's behavior.
That's exactly why I went and had the paper did.
Okay.
Just so she can get it out her system.
Be able to make the laugh. Come on, Malik. Come on. Make the laugh. Come on.
She became more withdrawn, checked her phone constantly, and made excuses to cancel plans at the last minute. When confronted, she dismissed their concerns. She was falling deeper into a situation that was becoming increasingly dangerous. In mid-September 2022, she discovered that Sultan was pursuing other young women. So she spent days drafting a message to Sultan's wife. She confided in her best friend about what she was planning to do. When Sultan found out, he contacted Jennifer Meadows, Kania's mother, with a calculated message designed to paint Kania as the aggressor.
He told me her car was found. And I knew then, at that point, like, something happened to her.
The day of the murder, police say Brunson met up with a married man she'd been seeing, Sultan Shareef. Strangely, he'd reached out to Brunson's mom a week earlier.
He goes on to say, I want to be done messing with your daughter, but she's reaching out to my wife.
Over the next few days, Sultan's behavior escalated dramatically. Security footage from Kania's apartment complex captured his car circling the block at odd hours. He began calling from different numbers when she blocked his main line. Coworkers reported seeing him parked outside the salon where she worked, just watching. He had also withdrawn a significant amount of cash from his bank account. On September 24, 2022, security cameras captured Kania leaving her apartment at 7:30 p.m. She believed she was going to have a final conversation with Sultan to end things completely. She had no idea that Sultan had already decided this conversation would indeed be final, just not in the way she expected. By 8:45 p.m., they had moved to a secluded area where Sultan had arranged for them to meet. And by 9:12 p.m., a very important call was made to 911. Carvester Tarver, a longtime friend of Sultan's, had approached when he saw Sultan's car parked at an odd angle, and he witnessed something really concerning. Carver reportedly saw Kania tied and Sultan attacking her. When he tried to intervene, Sultan pulled a weapon and drove off with Kania still in the vehicle. Carver immediately called 911, staying on the line while providing dispatchers with a description of Sultan's car and a partial license plate number. At 9:30 p.m., first responders arrived at the scene of Carver's 911 call, but Sultan and Kania were already gone. Milwaukee police began searching the area, but they had no idea what they were looking for yet. The next morning, Justin Fields was preparing breakfast in his kitchen when he noticed smoke rising from the alley behind his home. At first, he assumed someone was burning trash. But as the smoke thickened, he realized something was terribly wrong. When he investigated further, he saw something that looked like a mannequin. Justin immediately called 911, reporting the concerning discovery. Police quickly went to the area and began their investigation. The only clue linking this crime scene to a missing person was Kania's abandoned vehicle, which was found roughly a mile away. The car had been left in a location that seemed random, but investigators soon learned that nothing about this crime was random.
And they called and told me her car was found. And I knew then, at that point, like, something happened to her.
The medical examiner determined that the victim was Kania, and that she had been shot and deliberately set on fire. The police connected Kania's abandoned vehicle to the discovery found in the alley, and recovered crucial evidence from both locations that pointed to Sultan as a person of interest. As investigators processed the scene, they had no way of knowing that the perpetrator was still in the area. Sultan had returned to his home, attempting to act as if nothing had happened. Detectives also obtained Sultan's internet search history and his credit card records, which revealed the calculated purchases. When investigators questioned Sultan's wife, she initially provided him with what seemed like an airtight alibi. She claimed he was home with her watching television during that time. However, this alibi quickly fell apart under scrutiny. Cell phone tower data placed Sultan's phone in the vicinity of the crime scene, directly contradicting his wife's statement. Security footage from their neighborhood also showed his car leaving their home at 7 p.m. and returning after midnight. When confronted with this evidence, Sultan's wife admitted to lying. She revealed that he had called her after the incident, instructing her on exactly what to tell investigators. This admission proved crucial, as it demonstrated Sultan's attempts to manipulate the investigation from the start. Investigators discovered that Sultan contacted his brother-in-law, Johnny Hopgood. Phone records show this call was made immediately after the initial confrontation with Kania. Johnny arrived within minutes to assist in the attempted cover-up. Sultan shot Kania and then, with Johnny's help, attempted to destroy all evidence of his crime. They moved her to an alley near Keefe Avenue and Palmer Street and set it on fire. When questioned separately, their stories contained significant discrepancies about why Johnny had come to help his brother-in-law that night. Johnny eventually broke under interrogation, admitting his role in attempting to destroy evidence and providing details about Sultan's state of mind during the crime. By the time prosecutors presented their case to the grand jury, they had accumulated over 300 pieces of evidence and statements from 27 witnesses. The evidence painted a clear picture of premeditation and cover-up. In October 2022, Sultan Shareef was formally charged on first-degree charges. His bond was set at $500,000. Johnny Hopgood was also charged and his bond was set at $50,000. The trial began in December 2023, with Milwaukee County prosecutors presenting their case. Key testimony came from Carver, who witnessed the incident, and Sultan's wife's admission of providing a false alibi further strengthened the prosecution's case. After 8 days of testimony, he was found guilty on all charges. Kania's father, Sultan Brunson, spoke about the dreams they had shared for Kania's future.
She wanted everybody to stay close and wanted a lot of things out of life. She was going for it.
On February 15, 2024, Judge David Swanson delivered Sultan's sentence. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, plus an additional 12 years. Johnny Hopgood received a reduced sentence in exchange for his cooperation. He pleaded guilty to lesser charges and received time served plus 10 years of probation. On September 24, 2023, exactly 1 year after Kania's passing, her family held a memorial balloon release at McGovern Park in Milwaukee. Pink balloons, Kania's favorite color, were released into the sky as family and friends gathered to honor her memory.
A Milwaukee family is grieving tonight in honoring the life of 20-year-old Kania Brunson. 1 year ago today, her body was discovered near Keefe Avenue and Palmer Street. 12 News' reporter Emily Pofall is live tonight at McGovern Park where the family is gathering. Emily, it is a very emotional day for this family.
Syria, the family says that yes, a year has gone by, but it feels like just yesterday they first heard about Brunson's murder. Family and friends gathering today for a balloon release this afternoon. All pink, one of Brunson's favorite colors. They're remembering her as an outgoing young woman who had a bright future ahead of her. Police say Brunson spent the morning of September 24th, 2022 with Sultan Shareef. MPD believes Shareef killed her later that day. Police say Shareef and another man, Johnny Hopgood, burned her body. Shareef has not been convicted in her murder yet, something that family says is keeping them from being at peace.
It's some comfort that to know that, we have the suspects and, they are being charged. But yet and still with the court system, kind of headache, pushing stuff back, rescheduling everything. And, that's what's keeping, us from not having all the peace we want.
But the thing is, this case leaves a lot of questions. What made Kania believe that exposing the affair would somehow work in her favor? And what made Sultan believe that this decision was easier than facing the consequences of his own choices? Why did Sultan's wife initially lie to the police about her husband's whereabouts that night? She could provide a fake alibi after finding out about years of cheating. Was the affair really that devastating to their marriage? Or was this her way of testing Sultan's commitment to prove his love by choosing her over everything else?
With this Capricorn, mama, look at the camera, girl.
Remember, danger can wear a friendly face. Stay aware, look out for others, and reach out if you need help.
Funny. So welcome to hysterics here.
Okay, do this.
That's exactly why I went and had the paper did.
Okay.
Just so she can get it out her system.
Be able to make the laugh. Come on, Malik. Come on. Make a laugh. Come on.
See you in the next case on Deranged Mind. Thanks for watching.